Am I the asshole for telling the school nurse she's not a dentist and reporting her? On Monday, 7-year-old son came home missing his front tooth. It was a bit wiggly but not ready to be pulled. I asked what happened and he showed me his baby tooth in a baggie and said the nurse pulled it out. WTF. I emailed his teacher and he said my son was wiggling it a lot and asked him if his tooth was about to fall out. My son said he didn't know and sent him to the nurse. He said he was expecting her to look and to call me if it was ready to come off. Instead, she pulled it out and my son was not comfortable with it. He said it hurt. I spoke with her today and said she had zero business doing that. She said his tooth was pretty loose and she was worried he might swallow it. I said, then why didn't you call me? You are not a dentist and you caused him pain. She said she's been a school nurse for years. I said then you should have known better and you're a disgrace and unprofessional. I did go to the vice principal who confirmed that it is not within a school nurse's scope to pull teeth and she should have notified me instead. She was pissed off that the school nurse didn't even send a note that he saw her with his standard. She did tell me I could have toned down the daddy bear a bit. OMG, not the asshole. I'm horrified on your son's behalf. That is not okay in any way. Op. Edit. Oh wow, that's a lot of upvotes. Face without mouth. Not the asshole. I believe under common law, a school nurse can't do that without express permission or in an emergent situation, which does not seem to apply here at all. Hope she learns from this, but sorry your son had to be the example that will teach her. Not the asshole. She did something she was not cleared to do, which I'm pretty sure is illegal. What if the tooth wasn't fully ready to come out and something had gone wrong? Your son told you he felt pain, he was scared. He's likely to never want to go to her again. So don't take it down, report her. You should get the nurse publicly executed. Would only be right. S. You're the asshole. It's a baby tooth. As a dentist myself, I would be very happy if parents would be less like you. Bye, like, a lot. Stop being overprotective over your child. Wow, this post is full of ridiculous assholes itself. People screaming file a lawsuit, file complaints with the Board of Nursing, it's assault or bats hit crazy. It was a loose baby tooth, you're the asshole, OP. Edit. Wow, thanks for the awards. Didn't figure having common sense would get him shrug #hash. There was a first grade teacher at my kid's elementary school 20 years ago who pulled everyone's teeth. She kept medical gloves handy, and kids of all ages would get their teacher's permission to go see Mrs. Smith. She'd pull the tooth, turn the glove inside out and tie the tooth into it, and give it to the kid. Never occurred to me that anyone would have a problem with this, since the teeth are coming out anyway. Both of our kids had a tooth or two assisted by Mrs. Smith. You're the asshole. Huge overreaction. Good luck to your kid in that school now. The teachers and the staff are going to hate you and probably, by extension, your kid. You're the asshole. It's a loose baby tooth, not a root canal. Do you plan on going to the dentist every time he has a loose tooth? Teacher here. I can't tell you how many students have come to me over the past 37 years asking me to pull their tooth. If it's ready, I pull it. If not, I tell them to keep wiggling and come back again later. You're the asshole. Your reaction is unhinged. You're the asshole. If the nurse had given him an apple to bite, the result would have been the same. Heaven forbid a licensed nurse helped your precious baby with an already loose tooth. Was his shirt covered with blood from this horrific act? Jeez. What? Every parent in this world helps their kid lose their baby teeth. Not many of them are dentists. Even if the nurse should have contacted you before, it's not that bad that he got it out. You would have pulled it out anyway at home. AITA, it's a baby tooth. Grow the fuck up. Poor nurse trying to do the right thing and you have a cry. As a childhood cancer survivor, nurses pulled pretty much all of my teeth at one point or another, so I wouldn't swallow them under anesthesia. No dentists involved, no trauma to be seen. It's just a tooth, get over yourself. You're the asshole. You're the asshole for overreacting, especially without knowing the exact context of how the extraction went and relying on the recap of events from a young child. Do you have any idea how hard parents like yourself make public school staff's jobs? Every teacher or nurse I've ever known loves their jobs because of the kids, but considers and sometimes does leave the profession because of parents like you. Unhappy with the scenario? Fine, address it like a grown-up and move on. But this is over the top. You sound insufferable. You're the asshole. You're the asshole for the reporting part, really, let people do their jobs. You're the asshole for overreacting and traumatizing your child for his missing tooth. You're the asshole, it was a loose baby tooth on its way to falling out and she was a medical professional with years of experience. You're the asshole if you are getting so distraught over petty crap, how are you going to handle real issues? All kids lose their baby teeth. Get a grip. And you'll wonder why nurses are leaving left and right from the medical field. People want to cost them their jobs over stupid trivial crap. You're the asshole and I'm baffled. You're the asshole. Your kid was wiggling their tooth so much they were sent to the nurse's office. You called her a disgrace for helping your son? Have you been around kids? Those teeth can go from a little wiggly to almost off the hinges really quickly, especially if he was constantly wiggling with it with his tongue. She pulled a loose tooth, not administered medicine she wasn't authorized to. You're the asshole. I remember it being a badge of honor to lose a tooth at school. They gave out little tooth-shaped necklaces to keep them in and everything. You're the asshole. My kid has gone to school and came back with a missing tooth and swallowed it during lunch. Stop being dramatic. Your kid is fine. It must have been really wiggly if she was able to pull it out. No one is hurt and you're going to make your kids scared of the school nurse when they're really hurt. Move on. Calm down. You're the asshole. You're the asshole, OP Lamau. It was just a loose baby tooth, man. You need to get a grip. You reported her and it's over. I mean, nothing will happen to the nurse as your complaint is ridiculous, but you've done what you can and now it's time to try and move past this traumatizing event if at all possible. It may take years of counseling for your whole family. Facepalm #hash. I'm so confused. When parents started taking their kids to the dentist to remove their baby teeth. I was born in the 80s, and we always did it at home. To me, this is a you're the asshole, but maybe I grew in a different culture, IDK. I don't get the big fuss about it. I don't think either is the AH here, but I do need to ask, is this what you'd prefer to spend your emotional energy on? It can't be undone. Move on. Folks lost their homes and lives in Hawaii this past week. There is a war raging on in Sudan. Wildfires continue in Canada. Your son's tooth was going to come out and you choose to pursue malice and wish ill will upon a likely underpaid school nurse. My advice: talk to the nurse. Gently state your feelings. Hear her side. Show compassion. Move on. You're the asshole. Good Lord, you need to calm down. It's a baby tooth. I can get being mad if she'd yanked out an adult tooth, but a baby tooth that was almost out anyway. No. Your reaction is way overblown. You need to get some perspective on what actually warrants a reaction like that. No one at that school is gonna want to go near your kid now, because if they sneeze wrong near them, you're obviously gonna lose your mind at them. Have fun being that parent now. Are you a dentist? Are you going to take your child to the dentist for a loose baby tooth? Or did she just do the same thing you'd have done at home? You're the asshole. It's a baby tooth. Have a reality check. She did nothing wrong. It was going to fall out at some point, and your child may have indeed swallowed it. You're the asshole. While I get the sentiment, the nurse was acting in no malicious intent. And pulling a loose tooth is literally nothing. The child was in no danger, and as a dentist in the comments mentioned, relax. But I'm glad you do have your child's best interest at heart. This just might not be the battle you think it is. I don't quite understand why you were upset. The tooth was going to fall out. You're the asshole. She was literally trying to help him. It was a distraction in